Chemistry. Chemistry. Chemistry is the study of matter which is composed of pure substance and mixtures. Pure substances can be broken down into elements which contain only one kind of atom, and compounds which contain two or more different atoms bonded together to form molecules. Atoms consist of three types of particles: protons and neutrons, which make up the nucleus, and electrons, which surround them. The majority of the field focus on these particles, particularly with respect to how they behave. For instance, carbon dioxide and water molecules are formed through carbon and hydrogen, respectively, overlapping their orbitals with oxygen orbitals and sharing their electrons to bond firmly. Given that it occupies an intersection of multiple scientific realms, chemistry has the deserved reputation of being the central science that is capable of accommodating many fields. Matter. My grandma solves crossword puzzles every day to exercise her gray matter. It's just a matter of time before he gets fired. What's the matter? It doesn't matter. Forget about it. Compose. This book is composed of many different topics, so it's hard to figure out where to start. I'm trying to compose myself, but I just can't. Every language is made up three components: vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation. My greatest strength is that I can remain composed in any situation. Pure. The water at the beach was so pure you could see the bottom without everything. I got this job just by pure luck. He married her purely because he loves her. Break something down. You really need to break his talk down into smaller parts to fully get what he's talking about. Atom. Isn't it fascinating that a tiny aluminum atom can generate so much power? Compound. Mixing tree sap with mud in the right way creates a compound that you can use as glue. This term, deposit interest, is compounded annually. Molecule. I've been crushing these herbs for so long that they are going to turn into molecules soon. particle. I think I keep sneezing because there are so many dust particles in the air. Particles like ga, wo, and de are the most difficult part of Japanese. Proton, proton. How do protons fired from the sun manage to reach Earth over all that distance? Neutron. Neutron. My textbook says our sun doesn't actually have enough mass to become a neutron star. To be honest, I don't know what that means. Nucleus. 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 Humans have 23 pairs of chromosomes within the nucleus of cell. Nucleus of a cell. Electron. Electrons play an essential role in many phenomena such as electricity and magnetism. So round, I'm never worried about anything because I surround myself with people I trust. We enjoyed exploring both the city and the surrounds of Sydney. Camerons can change color to blend in with their surroundings. Behave. The way Bob behaved with the customer was very impressive. Sarah behaved as if the world was going to end when a tiny fly landed on her croissant. Behave yourself while I'm away, okay? The intern always comes in late, lacks concentration, and isn't motivated. His behavior is clearly not up to scratch. That student is really smart, but he has a bit of a behavioral problem. Carbon dioxide. How do carbon dioxide emissions cause global warming? Hydrogen. Is hydrogen water actually better than regular water? Overlap. I made a cool song by overlapping different audio track files with each other. Orbital. Electrons and their orbitals determine which reactions can take place between molecules. The moon orbits Earth and not the other way around. Oxygen. Make sure there's enough oxygen in your tank before you go diving. You should wrap the half-eaten banana because it'll oxidize really quickly. How can I prevent the oxidation of my silver jewelry? Bond. Always being yourself is the best way to bond with your friends. Using glue and heat is the best way to bond these two pieces of wood together. There has always been a strong bond between my kids. Family. I'm firmly of the belief that Bitcoin is the way of the future. I usually prefer to sleep on farm mattress. At this ramen place, you can choose the firmness of the noodle. Occupy. What do you do when your mind is occupied by negative thoughts? That room is occupied, so let's use that one in the corner. Intersection. Is engineering really the intersection between physics and math? Flinders Street intersects Elizabeth Street. Multiple. It was pretty hard working multiple jobs at once, but I definitely learned a lot. Rhythm. Rewriting the entire program from scratch is not beyond the realm of possibility, but I'd prefer not to do it. Deserved. Congratulations on your promotion. Well deserved. I think you deserve a nice meal because you've been studying so hard. Reputation. Greg's been nothing but nice to me, so I don't understand why he has such a bad reputation. This Shibuya crossing is reputed to be the busiest intersection in the world. Capable. At the age of 3, he was already capable of speaking 2 languages. I find people who have the capability to keep growing really attractive. Chemistry. Status of matter. There are 3 states of matter: solid, liquid, and gas. The states are determined by the way tiny particles are bonded together. For instance, a solid object has a fixed volume and shape, with every particle highly connected to its neighbors. The changing of status is mainly driven by temperature and pressure changes. 2. Chemical reactions. Fire. Chemical reactions are processes in which substances are converted into different substances. The first chemical reaction that humans learned to control was fire, which is a sequence of reactions that cause explosions and flames. The fire triangle is very helpful in understanding how best to extinguish a fire, as interfering with or removing one of these components will stop a fire. Radioactivity. Radioactivity or radioactive decay can be both useful and dangerous. For example, moderate doses of gamma ray radiation are used to destroy cancer cells, as it can penetrate human tissues. On the other hand, overexposure to radiation can be harmful, as it can damage DNA. Solid. Tiny. Fixed. My laptop never turns on. Can you fix it? Neighbor. Temperature. Convert. Subsequence. Explosion. Flame. extinguish, interfere, radioactivity, decay, dangerous, moderate, lay, destroy, penetrate, tissue, harmful,